Don't feel pressured like you have to come out. But now if you want to come out, go for it. If that's what you want, truly do it for yourself. Hey guys, it's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. Now, June is a very special month. You know, aside from it being my birthday month, it is also Pride month, so happy Pride. Every single June I make this video, and it is honestly one of my favorite videos to make, and I feel like it's also a fan favorite just because I think it's wholesome, it's real, and it's hopefully inspirational, and that is me reading your coming out stories. If you want to see more like this, I definitely recommend checking out my channel for the rest of the videos. I think this is like a part 4. I'll link them out throughout the video as well to make it easier. If you want to see more though, definitely give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. Also follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok so you have to see my videos, you get a chance to be in them, and you also get to be shout out of the day, and of course make sure you're subscribed and your post notifications are turned on. Now before we actually get into this video, there are a couple things I want to talk about. I am straight. I sadly cannot relate to whatever struggles you may be feeling, but there are a few things I want you to know, and the first one is that I love and support you, and this is a channel where you are loved, supported, and accepted. I want to make my channel a safe space for you, something that you turn to for comfort, and hopefully you feel that way. Now, if you haven't come out and you're wanting to, considering it, or debating, hopefully this video may give you some ideas or make you think about it or really consider what you want to do. Now, that being said, you don't actually have to come out. And I am not at all telling you should keep that to yourself, be ashamed, literally quite the opposite. I am telling you that you have the power and the control to come out if you want to or if you don't. And I say this because you don't really owe anyone anything, whether it's an explanation about who you are or defining who you are or even just putting a label on you. You do not have to do that if you don't want to. There is truly no rush to finding yourself, and you can't rush to find yourself even if you really wanted to. Every single day we are growing, changing, and learning more about ourselves. And that's okay because that's human. I get a lot of stories saying, hey, I thought I was bisexual, but I think I'm a lesbian now, but I already came out and now it feels weird to come out again. And like, honestly, this is why you don't always have to put a label on things. The beauty of this really is that you have the control, not everyone else. So don't feel pressured like you have to come out. But now if you want to come out, go for it. If that's what you want, truly do it for yourself. Coming out is your own personal call, and you should do it at your own pace. I want you to think about this as coming out is not something you have to do, just simply something you want to do or don't want to do. Now that being said, go grab your snacks, go grab your tea, your Pride celebration supplies, I don't know, rainbow cake, flags, t-shirts, whatever, let's get into this. I texted my dad, I'm bisexual. He was about an hour away at his house. My stepmom, hate her, told me, don't ever text your dad important things again. Excuse me? First of all, I sent it to my dad, not you. Thank you very much. Second of all, I don't know who you think you are. There's a reason there's the word step in front of mom. Third of all, I'm literally not talking to you. I'm trying to have a conversation with my father. And this woman coming in here saying like, don't text him until it's important. What do you qualify as important? Anything regarding his child is important. So, wow. I can see why you hate her, sis. I hate her too. It's okay. Next time, just call him. And when your stepmom answers, be like, I want to talk to my dad. Literally, if I wanted to talk to you, I would have texted you stepmom, but okay. Anyways, when I came out to my sister, she thought I was joking. So then when somebody else told her later, she came home and said they were spreading rumors about me. I had to come out again, you know, and you wouldn't have had to come out again had your sister just listened to you. How are they spreading a rumor about me when I literally told you said rumor before you heard about said rumor? If there's one thing that will never change, it is people never listening. I swear it goes over their head in one ear, out the other. Oh my goodness. I was telling my friend about me being bi and how I'm not sure about it, but I know for a fact I like girls. And she's like, I already knew. Turns out my best friend told her, and then she started going, you never tell me anything. Like, what I just said took courage and you made it about you. So it ended in lots of tears and crap, and now I don't trust people. There's always gonna be those friends out there that They're just fake and they suck and they don't want to see you win. And it's that really selfish friend that only cares about them, because you are so valid and have every reason to be upset because this is your moment. If I was coming out, it's about me. You know how much it takes to come out and like confide in someone and tell them that? First of all, for them to turn around and tell someone else, dang sis, you really can't trust anyone. Anyways though, what I'm trying to say is cut her out, sis. You don't owe her an explanation. You didn't have to tell her your sexuality. You didn't have to tell her what you're eating for breakfast. You don't have to tell anyone anything that you don't want to. And if someone's getting salty at you for that, they literally do not respect you and your choices and your life. So like, honestly, bye. I came out to my bestie by saying, I'm too gay for this. When I got asked what type of boy I like, simple, quick, to the point, cis ate and left no crumbs. It's so embarrassing actually saying those things out loud. I was kind of forced coming out because my aunt and my mom were talking about my cousin. I kind of freaked out and they asked what happened. After a bit, I told them I liked girls. They said they support me and would love me no matter what. A few weeks later, I hear them talking about me and how it's a phase. This is so insane because I literally have a story that's very similar to this, except it was about my cousin. Same thing happened to her. I'll never forget. It was her aunts on the other side of her family and her mom. To her face, they're like, we love you, we support you, anything that makes you happy. And then behind her back to my face, they're like, can you please try and talk to her? Like, she doesn't know what she's doing. I think she's just confused. She's been heartbroken by so many boys. It's just a phase. Can you please talk some sense into her? And I'm like, oh, hold up. First of all, don't get me involved. I'm not doing any of that, especially when it's like very disrespectful. Who are you to tell someone else that they are not feeling this way and that they are not this sexuality? You are not that person. It is not your life. So I get this and I'm so sorry. It's really sad, and I think it's truly just a generational thing, and it's harder for older generations and more conservative generations to understand and wrap their head around that it can be more than just Adam and Eve nowadays, you know? And it's always been more than Adam and Eve, but now it's just more socially acceptable. But what sucks is, don't be fake supportive. Tell me you support me. If not, say it to my face so I can go find someone else that will support me. Thanks, auntie. It's okay though, because I support you. I came out to my dad and he said, you think I didn't know? Like, he has literally known for longer than I have, and he didn't think to let me know. Of course he can't let you know. Don't let someone else put a label on you. Like, just because dad says you're this doesn't mean you are, you know? So dad's honestly good for dad. Dad's like, I'm gonna let them tell me when they want to tell me, not me tell them. So we love dad. We support dad. And dad was literally like, yeah, and the sky is blue. I've been new. That's probably like one of my favorite things when reading coming out stories is, this is gonna sound messed up, when everyone's like, oh my god, I'm so nervous, I'm so panicked, and then their parents are just like, yeah, we knew. It's not always as bad as you think it is, and there's some hope when hearing that, you know? When I was 12, I came out to my mom as bisexual, and she accepted me and told me that she was an ally. A few years later, while watching Heartstopper, she came out to me as pansexual and uses she, they pronouns. So now literally no one in our house is straight. Love that for you. Mom is a real one, and honestly, listen, I know it's your story, and like, it's your coming out story, and that's amazing, but like, also, can we talk about mom? Because it's just as amazing for her too. Like, we love to see it, truly. And that also just goes back to what I said. Like, we're always changing and learning new things about ourselves. So mom was straight, now mom's pansexual, and that's okay. It's not that mom's confused or crazy or doesn't know what she wants. It's mom's growing as a person, and that's on that. And we are here for personal growth. Before prom, we had a little dinner party, and me and my girlfriend were there with my best friend and her boyfriend. While we were sitting in my backyard having a picnic, my friend screams at the top of her lungs, "Get your gay ass over here!" And to my surprise, me, my girlfriend, my little brother, and my big sister all stand up and walk over to her. And all you see is my mom's jaw drop. Looks like she had a few queer babies. Surprise, mom! Happy prom! Listen, if that's not one of the best coming out stories, I don't know what is. Like, why not all come out together at once, make it a party, and it's already a party, actually. Perfect timing. I was going to come out to my boyfriend as pansexual when I found out he was cheating on me. Instead, I slept with the girl he was cheating on me with and told him the next day saying, I know you're cheating on me with Alexis. Don't worry though, me and her already hooked up last night. Consider this me breaking up with you. P.S. She actually found me cute and is gonna leave you and take me on a date soon. And this is why you don't cheat. I absolutely love everything about this story. Like, hold up, it's one thing for you to cheat on me, but you know what? I'm gonna steal the person you're cheating on me with from you. You thought you did something. You really truly did it. Moment of silence for this cheater. He deserved it. I hope you and Alexis enjoy your date. Send us pictures, live it up, have fun, stay safe. We love to see it. But you know who doesn't? Your ex-boyfriend. Sucks to be him. I sent a long coming out text to my friend and she replied with, LOL, same. She had the easiest, quickest coming out story ever. You sent a long novel explaining the way you feel and she goes, me too. Honestly, we love to see it. And this really just goes to show, like, it's not as bad as you may think it is. Y'all, I can't relate to actually having to come out, but I can relate to one thing, and that is overthinking and having that tiny little voice in your head telling you all these insecurities and filling you with all these what if situations. Literally just tell that voice to shut up and get out. And also, if your friends are real, genuine friends, they will love, accept, and support you through anything and everything. And if they're not, don't be upset about someone that doesn't support you and your life choices and your happiness, because quite frankly, you don't want them in your life to begin with. Like, if you're gonna give me all that negativity and all that stuff, get out. Either way, I'm happy for you both. I came out to my parents through text because I was too scared to say anything, and then told them not to talk to me about it. So then a few months later, I told them I was ready to talk about me being bi, but they didn't say anything, so I waited a few days, but I didn't think that they accepted me, so I ran away. Turns out my mom was taking me out to go shopping the next day to surprise me. Oh my gosh, listen. As sweet as it is, surprise daughter, I support you, let's go on a shopping trip. Mom, you couldn't say that sooner? Like, it's the fact that there was a lack of communication between the parents. That hostess had to run away. She literally was like, dang, my parents are not talking to me and I am ready to talk. I gotta go find a new home. A warning would have been nice, Mom. You know, not even a warning, just some words of support would have been nice. You shouldn't have to surprise me with your support and your love and your admiration. It's like, Mom, we appreciate the effort, was just missing something. But hey, again, you thought Mom and Dad wouldn't support you, but they did. They're just not good at explaining it. So I'm bi. I came out to myself at 13, and so when I told my boyfriend, he got really annoyed with me and we started fighting. I was really hurt, but I still chose to stay with him until he told all his friends and everyone in my town found out. Long story short, I now have a girlfriend. Well, first, congrats for getting out of that crappy relationship. We love to see it, and good for you for coming out. We also love to see it. I do want to talk about one thing though, and there was a sentence that really kind of sucked to hear, and I was like, no, that hurt me. And it was when you said, I was really hurt, but I still chose to stay with him. If someone hurts you and someone makes you feel some sort of way about yourself that is negative and it is not a way you like to feel or like to see yourself, you don't have to stay in a relationship with that person. They do not have to continue to have a spot in your life. It's the fact that this boyfriend was mad about his girlfriend's sexuality. Why are you mad about your girlfriend's sexuality? The only reason that comes to mind, other than like the typical you're homophobic, is you're insecure, as One Direction says. Because why else would you be mad? There is no reason why this should have happened. So if someone gets mad at you and starts fighting with you about your own sexuality, bye. It's your sexuality, not theirs. So either way, good for you for leaving his ass. I came out to my mom about a year ago as a lesbian and I was really nervous, so I suddenly just blurted it out. She was pretty much like, okay, cool. Like, not that much of a reaction, so I kind of just forgot about it. But the next day, when I came home from school, she had thrown me a whole pride party with pride flags, rainbow food, and everything. Then we watched an LGBTQ film together. It was perfect, and in that moment, I felt so accepted and loved. Mom, we love Mom. This is so sweet and so wholesome, and I just know this meant so much to you. Like, literally, parents out there, please take notes, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you want for your kid. What matters is what your kid wants, and I wish more parents knew and understood that. And honestly, this mom is goals. We love her. She must be protected. The summer after 8th and going to private Catholic school, my whole life I began to question my sexuality. Since then, I've come out 3 times, and now I don't know what the dog duck I am. And you know what? I hope this gives you some comfort. It's okay if you don't know what the duck you are. And that's exactly why I said you don't have to put a label on it. I feel like when you put a label on things, you're kind of putting yourself in a box and you're saying, I can only be this thing forever. Come out as many times as you want. If you don't want to, come out if you do want to. What matters the most is whatever makes you happy. If you are happy with coming out 3 different times, if you're happy with never coming out, that's okay because it's your choice and that's the beauty of it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, truly, I want this to be a safe space for you. So whatever you're feeling, thinking, if you want advice, tips, if you want to share your coming out story, please leave those in the comments below. I'd love to read them and I'm sure we'd all love to read them too. Remember, you're accepted, loved, and supported. And if not by someone at home, it's gonna be by me. And that's what matters. Anyways, shout out of the day goes to Mary Kay on Instagram. Thank you so much. If you would like to be shout out of the day, just follow me on my Instagram and stay active. And if you like to see parts, I think 1 through 3, they are on my channel. They're just my coming out stories. You can go check them out and you can go binge my Revealing Secrets playlist for more tea and more confessions on just about anything and everything. I do love to read your stories and share them with the internet. What's new? So if you want to see more, make sure you're subscribed and your post notifications are turned off. But all that being said, happy Pride, even though it should be happy Pride every month, but here we are. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.